Stop letting people walk all over you. What you're about to learn could change every relationship you have, starting today. Respect isn't lost in a single moment. It disappears gradually each time you allow boundaries to be crossed without response. Many individuals go through life accepting disrespectful treatment, convincing themselves it's better to maintain harmony. They minimize their feelings, over-apologize, and hope kindness alone will change how others treat them. However, earning respect requires a different approach, one that ancient Stoic wisdom has understood for centuries. Genuine respect flows not to those who demand it loudly, but to individuals who remain composed, centered, and certain of their inherent value. In this video, you'll discover 7 Stoic techniques for managing disrespectful behavior calmly, confidently, and without compromising your integrity. If you're exhausted from diminishing yourself for others' comfort, this lesson may transform your perspective. Number 1. The power of steady eye contact. When faced with disrespect, the person's primary objective isn't causing harm, it's provoking an emotional response. They seek frustration, defensiveness, or visible discomfort. Once you react emotionally, control shifts to them. This is why maintaining steady, silent eye contact represents one of the most effective Stoic responses. It denies them the reaction they're seeking. Consider this situation. During a meeting, someone interrupts you dismissively. Most people rush to continue speaking or justify themselves. A Stoic practitioner responds differently. You pause, slowly meet their gaze, and hold it calmly for several seconds beyond what feels comfortable. No irritation, no smile, just composed presence. Something powerful occurs in this moment. They experience the weight of their own actions. Their momentum dissolves, and suddenly they're exposed. This technique reverses the dynamic. Instead of being evaluated, you become the observer. Disrespectful individuals expect resistance or retreat, not composure. This unexpected stillness creates significant impact. Marcus Aurelius taught remaining unaffected by others' behavior while anchored in reason. Steady eye contact embodies this principle perfectly, the capacity to stay grounded when others attempt to disturb your peace. How to execute this effectively? Pause immediately when interrupted or undermined. Allow silence to enter before emotion. Make direct eye contact without aggression, simply with quiet confidence. Maintain your posture without fidgeting or rushing to speak. Stillness communicates strength more powerfully than words. You've established a boundary without speaking. You've demonstrated you won't be dismissed or manipulated, teaching them how they must treat you going forward. It isn't about intimidation, it's self-respect expressed through unwavering composure. Number 2. Strategic silence. Certain individuals thrive on provoking reactions. They prod, comment, and test boundaries to extract emotional responses. Your reaction becomes their entertainment or validation. This is precisely why strategic silence is exceptionally powerful. It eliminates the reward for their behavior. Silence isn't surrender, it's tactical. When someone insults you and you explode, they succeed. When someone mocks you and you defend frantically, they win. But when provocation meets complete non-reaction, the game ends instantly. They cannot extract what you refuse to provide. Picture a family gathering where a relative makes a passive-aggressive comment. Not everyone achieves success, I suppose. Most people immediately defend themselves, listing achievements and justifying choices. A Stoic practitioner remains unfazed. You acknowledge the words without internalizing them, glance neutrally, and return to your meal or conversation. The dynamic collapses entirely. The person who attempted insult now stands exposed in their bitterness. Others notice the awkwardness, not from your behavior, but from theirs. Your silence wasn't submission, it was refusal.
Silence creates psychological impact words cannot achieve. People expect verbal exchanges and emotional reactions. Breaking this pattern disrupts their script, forcing them to confront the emptiness of their disrespect without your response to soften it. Epictetus taught we're never obligated to respond to provocations, especially when responding costs us inner peace. Choosing silence declares, "My tranquility belongs to me. My dignity is mine. My energy is mine, and I won't surrender it to you." The three-step method: listen without defending or amplifying. Simply receive the information without internalizing it. Breathe slowly. This signals your nervous system that you control the moment. Show no reaction, no smile, no rebuttal, no flinch. Let the moment expire naturally. When you stop reacting, disrespect loses its function. People dependent on chaos to feel superior cannot handle calmness. Silence exposes them. Once they realize their words cannot affect you, the dynamic transforms permanently.
Number 3. End over-explaining. One subtle form of disrespect occurs when people act as though your decisions require their validation. They question your boundaries, challenge your choices, and demand explanations for matters that don't concern them. Many fall into the trap of over-justifying, offering lengthy explanations, softening their position, or presenting decisions as if on trial. Here's the truth. The more you explain, the more you signal that others have authority to evaluate your life. Over-explaining stems from fear of misunderstanding, judgment, disappointment, or conflict. Stoicism teaches the opposite. You're accountable for your actions, not others' interpretations. Imagine deciding to spend a weekend alone. Someone asks, "Why aren't you coming?" That's odd. The insecure response involves extensive justification. The Stoic response is simple. That's my choice. No apology, no lengthy explanation, just a clear statement. Or declining a request that crosses boundaries, working late, lending money, doing unwanted favors. When pushed back, instead of defensive explanations, respond with calm firmness. That doesn't work for me. Brief, grounded, final. These concise statements are powerful because they assert autonomy. They communicate that you don't need permission for personal decisions. Respectful people recognize boundaries. Controlling people challenge them. How to apply this? Keep answers brief. Simple statements demonstrate confidence and close debate. Avoid justification. Adding "because" gives people room to negotiate your boundaries. Move forward. Change subjects and continue your day. When you don't linger, others learn your choices aren't up for discussion. People who genuinely respect you don't need explanations. Those who don't respect you won't be satisfied anyway. This is why explaining is a losing strategy. It drains energy, weakens your stance, and gives others undeserved power. The Stoic approach is cleaner. Make your decision, state it clearly, and proceed. The less you explain your life, the more control you reclaim. When you stop treating choices as public property, you begin living with authentic self-respect. Number 4. Create intentional distance. Eventually, in relationships, friendships, family even, you realize respect isn't only about words, it's about how their presence affects your energy. Some people drain you, belittle you, and constantly cross boundaries. The Stoic response isn't fighting or forcing understanding. It's creating distance calmly and without apology.
Distance is undervalued self-respect. It's not punishment or revenge, it's protection. When someone repeatedly shows they cannot offer basic dignity, the most powerful move isn't confrontation, it's access control. You limit their ability to influence your emotions, time, and peace. You don't need announcements or explanations, simply adjust closeness to match the respect received. Consider someone who constantly makes subtle criticisms, minimizes your achievements, or treats your feelings as irrelevant. Perhaps a colleague who competes unnecessarily, a friend who only calls when needing something, or a family member using humor as a cover for disrespect. Most people in these situations try endlessly to repair the relationship through conversations and emotional explanations. A Stoic understands you cannot control another's character, only your distance from it. Distance works by changing the emotional dynamic. When you stop granting unlimited access, their behavior loses impact. You don't rush when they call, solve their crises immediately, or share vulnerabilities with those who've proven untrustworthy. The three-layer strategy. Layer 1, reduce frequency. Interact less, fewer replies, slower responses, shorter conversations. This space allows breathing room for evaluation without emotional fog. Layer 2, reduce depth. Stop sharing personal struggles, private goals, or emotional details with those who handle them carelessly. Speak politely, but not vulnerably. Layer 3, reduce access. They no longer get immediate entry to your mind, schedule, or emotional world. You control when interactions happen. Access becomes earned, not assumed. This strategy works because it avoids drama. No announcements like "I'm distancing myself." You simply adjust availability. Stoic distance is silent, steady, purposeful. When fully stepping away, do so with quiet dignity. No insults, no scenes, just gently closing the door. Firm, yet respectful. You cannot force respect, but you absolutely control proximity. Sometimes the strongest self-respect isn't fighting for place in someone's life, but leaving spaces that diminish you. Number 5, the pause and reply technique. Disrespect often arrives quickly, a sharp remark, sarcastic tone, public jab, and your body reacts before your mind processes. Heart rate spikes, words rush forward. This is when most people lose control, responding too quickly or harshly, often with regret. The disrespect is real, but damage multiplies when reactions aren't controlled. The Stoic pause and reply method prevents this. In Stoic philosophy, the space between occurrence and response is sacred. That small gap contains your power. Skip it, and you're controlled by emotion. Protect it, and you direct the scene. Here's the real-world application. Someone takes a verbal shot at you publicly. Wow, you finally did something right. Most would snap back immediately, starting a pointless exchange. Instead, apply the Stoic method. Step 1. Pause 2 to 3 seconds. Hear the comment and feel the reaction, but don't respond immediately. Breathe. Let the initial anger or embarrassment pass without acting on it. Those seconds feel long but are crucial. You're refusing to be dragged by impulse. Step 2. Reframe. During that pause, ask yourself, what response protects my dignity, not my ego? This shifts you from "I need to hurt them back" to "I need to stand strong." Remember, their words reflect them, not your worth. Recognize their jab as an attempt to provoke, look clever, or feel superior. Step 3. Respond with clarity, not emotion. Choose whether to respond at all. If you do, keep it clean. Calm voice, neutral expression, brief statement. For example, "That was unnecessary," or simply, "We're not doing that." No raised voice, no sarcasm, no lecture, just a clear boundary stated once. This method keeps you in control of yourself while still standing up for yourself. You're not ignoring disrespect, you're handling it precisely instead of chaotically. People notice the difference. They see you're not easily rattled or baited. You're not emotionally fragile, you're deliberate. From a Stoic perspective, this is emotional mastery. What could have become a confrontation becomes a moment of quiet authority. You chose your response instead of being controlled by reaction. Remember, you don't owe anyone instant access to your words. Take the pause, reframe the moment, then reply, or don't, from strength, not impulse. That's maintaining your power. Number 6, maintain your physical presence. When facing disrespect, many people physically collapse without realizing it. Shoulders drop, voice softens, they apologize unnecessarily, fidget, look away. They make themselves smaller, hoping to de-escalate. But shrinking doesn't earn respect, it erases it. People don't respect what retreats, they respect what stands. Stoicism teaches that posture isn't decorative, it's communication. Your body sends messages before your words do. Shrinking signals insecurity. Holding your position signals self-worth. Dignity is expressed physically as much as verbally, through steadiness, presence, an unshakable way of occupying your space. Recall the last time someone spoke sharply or mocked you publicly. Perhaps you felt that stomach tightening, the urge to look down, the reflex to soften your voice. Imagine responding differently, standing tall, shoulders open, breathing slow, eyes steady. Not puffing up aggressively, not leaning forward or raising your voice, simply holding your ground with calm certainty. This alone shifts power dynamics dramatically. People sense when someone is rooted, they feel it energetically, and adjust their tone when the person before them refuses to diminish. Your steadiness creates quiet gravity that pulls conversation back into respect without demanding it. How to execute this clearly?
Posture. Stand or sit upright. Shoulders back, chest open, chin level. This isn't about appearing intimidating, it's about not collapsing. When your body holds its space, your mind follows. Tone. Keep your voice warm but firm, not sharp, shaky, or rushed. Steady tone communicates self-control and control of the moment. Boundary statement. Deliver one clean line if needed. I don't speak to you that way, and I expect the same. Or, let's keep this respectful. Short, clear, unemotional, no justification. You're stating, not asking. Maintaining position isn't about dominance, it's about self-respect. It's refusing to make yourself small for someone else's comfort. It's understanding you deserve to exist in your full presence, even when someone tries diminishing you. When you stop shrinking yourself, you stop teaching people they can shrink you. That's when the dynamic changes forever. Number 7. Withdraw your energy, the Stoic final move. Eventually comes a point when every lesson has been learned, every warning ignored, and every attempt at mutual respect has failed. In that moment, the most powerful action isn't arguing louder or demanding fairness, it's withdrawing your energy completely. This is the highest level of self-respect, the ability to walk away from anyone consistently showing themselves unworthy of your presence. Stoicism calls this detachment, not the cold, bitter kind, but calm, clear recognition that you cannot grow where you're being diminished. You cannot thrive in relationships fueled by envy, hostility, or chronic disrespect. Consider the jealous colleague who undermines your success, the friend threatened by your improvements, the relative who never misses a chance to belittle you. These aren't people to battle, they're people you outgrow. The end game involves 3 deliberate steps. Stop feeding the connection. No emotional replies, no justifications, no invitations to conflict. Don't chase clarity or closure. Simply stop participating in dynamics designed to drain you. When you remove emotional energy, the entire pattern collapses. Focus on your path. Your attention shifts to what strengthens you, your goals, discipline, peace, and circle.
Their opinions, resentment, and reactions fade into irrelevance because your life is no longer shaped by their behavior. Stoics remind us that what we nurture grows, so stop nurturing wrong people. Upgrade your circle. With distance comes space, and that space becomes a doorway to better relationships. People who value you, speak with respect, not competition, and support your progress instead of resenting it. Walking away doesn't make you cruel, it makes you intentional. Withdrawing energy isn't dramatic or loud, it's a silent shift from trying to be understood to choosing peace. The moment you stop pouring into those who drain you is when you reclaim your life. That is the true Stoic endgame. You've now learned 7 powerful Stoic approaches for handling disrespect. From steady eye contact to strategic silence, from ending over-explanation to creating distance, pausing before replying, maintaining physical presence, and finally, withdrawing energy from those who refuse to value it. Each technique reinforces one truth: you cannot control others' behavior, but you absolutely control your response. That's where your strength resides. Starting today, choose 1 or 2 methods and apply them in real situations. You'll feel the shift immediately, the moment you reclaim your voice, your presence, and your peace. Thank you for investing this time in your mind and character. Your growth isn't accidental, it's intentional. If this helped you, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay grounded.